Thank you, Nate. In what it says is an effort to embrace diversity, the American Red Cross is saying it's going to ease restrictions on blood donations from gay men. The agency currently following FDA guidelines issued in 2015 banning men from donating blood for 1 year after having sex with another man. The Red Cross is recommending a 3-month ban, as is in the case in Great Britain and Canada. In a statement, the Red Cross said that it, quote, seeks to build an inclusive environment that embraces diversity. As such, the Red Cross believes blood donation eligibility should not be determined by methods that are based upon sexual orientation. All right, let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. See what they think. Social commentator Lisa Durden. Good to see you, Lisa.
Of course.
And Bob Bianchi, former prosecutor, now defense attorney. Good to see you, Bob.
Good to see you, Bill.
Bob, I'll start with you on this. Seems to me that not the FDA, the Red Cross, et cetera, none of these guidelines were set up to discriminate. They weren't set up to hurt anybody's feelings. These were not set up for diversity or non-inclusiveness. It was about medicine and risk.
I actually know a person who died from having a transfusion with infected blood. And it's not just that. It's also people that have asthma, or if you travel to certain countries, that they ban that because there could be a higher potential for tainted blood. I don't think this is necessarily discriminating based upon a class.
So to that point, Lisa, let me just ask, what Bob said was interesting. If you could have a test to make sure the blood was not tainted, but maybe that's not practical in all these stations and the mobile blood donors and all that. So they're going on the percentages, and there's a higher risk. If a community is at higher risk, I don't really want political diversity to get involved in medicine.
What they need to do instead of discriminating against who you are, they should just continue to do what the FDA said. Test the blood and ask certain questions. Hold on, and ask certain questions. Have you had unprotected sex as anyone giving blood? And test with the antigen and antibody test.
So Bob, to Lisa's
it does
point,
exist.
What is wrong with going on the percentages and not taking that risk with the general population?
That's not scientific. You want to know science? It's not scientific to ask me what my sexual history is.
Okay,
just test
Bob,
the blood.
Did your name become Bob?
Clearly, Bob.
Yes,
clearly,
Lisa. Yes.
Clearly, certain populations, certain activities create higher risk. It's not a political position. It is a fact.
Yeah, like a lot of people have these attitudes about, it's not scientific. Statistics are, in fact, scientific. And you know what? And the bottom line is, if you get a dose of infected blood, I bet you your position would change right quick.
Seems to me politics don't belong in the business of donating blood. No one's being discriminated against. Leave it alone at 1 year. Come on.